Hello, I'm Bradley and welcome to my video. Today I really wanted to update on what sort of style I'm going for, what sort of style I'm enjoying wearing at the moment. So you may realise, hopefully anyway, that you would have seen that my hair seems quite a bit shorter. So recently I have been growing my hair for the past couple of months, and I have really been experimenting with covering up my hearing aids. If any of you have watched my clips at the moment, I'm awaiting. I was meant to be having some hearing aids and Bicross hearing aids wireless without the wire at the back of my head. Some problems have been going on with the mould, so I've had to wait for some new moulds to be made, and I've had a number of fittings, so I'm just waiting. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting. It's been quite a long time, a number of weeks, and in that time I have been just sort of exploring with my hair being a bit longer and covering up, and trying to not necessarily, covering up is the wrong way of putting it, but sort of making me feel a bit more confident if I'm having days where I'm not necessarily feeling that great, and I want to sort of give them that little bit of coverage. I don't want them to be the first thing that people see. I've been really concentrating on those styles, but however, pretty much recently I've got a little bit sort of fed up, a little bit sort of used to having really quite having to do so much with my hair. For example, my hair was just way past my nose, near enough onto the bottom of my lip, and it's really sort of starting to get to me. It was starting to get to me about how much product I was having to use, how much time I was having to use, sort of getting quite knotty in the morning, sort of having to use so much product to be able to keep the style I've got, otherwise it would flop to one side or it would fall flat, no matter what sort of products I used. Really like that, and it would certainly be a style I'd have again in the future of longer hair, but I really wanted to try something a bit more fresher, a bit more modern, and certainly a bit more youthful. So I've had my hair cut this morning. So the same lady who usually cuts my hair, who I've known for a very long time, cut my hair at the barber's this morning, and I have changed slightly, so you may see from the sides how I've had my hair cut as well. So very often, each time I've had my hair cut now for, I'd say, a number of months, nearly getting on for a year, I have left a real defined line as part of my style, and then that line swoops it towards the back and then sort of points down to a point near the nape of my neck. What I've had done this time is I haven't left a line. This was getting quite long and bushy as well, and then with my hair I was styling it, but I also had this sort of section of hair at the sides of my scalp, on the sides of my head, which really made me sort of a little bit, what do you do with this? I was combing it back with more and more product, and in the end it was sort of starting to set out further and further, which I didn't like. So today I have had my hair, I have had my hair really changed at the side for me. It doesn't necessarily look different, but from how I was styling it, I was really gelling it back and really spraying product in. Now, I haven't got that hair there to do it, so I've had that nice fade. So what I actually said to the lady who cuts my hair is, rather than having a defined line and sort of blended up to a point, and then that hair left so it would almost sit out for me to style that hair backwards, I've had a fade cut in my hair. So it started as a 0.5, started as a 1, and then blended up. As you can see, I've left sort of like that nice definition there as you can come up, and then it smoothly blends into the hair on the sides, which I have. So we've got into a 0.5, a 1, then a slightly bit longer, then into a 2, and I think it's nice and sort of tapered in at the sides here, which I really like. I didn't ask for a grading there, that was just purely scissor cut. So I have 0.5, then up to around about a 1, and then from there I believe that's gone into about a 2 here, and then scissor cut on the sides. The hair on the top, so that was way past my nose, now that's been cut, it's just literally above mid-bridge of my nose here. So I expect I had about nearly 2 inches cut off my hair. In the actual chair, I had an awful lot of hair on me, and at first I did sort of think to myself, have I made a bit of a mistake here? But of course hair grows. As soon as that hair was cut, it made such a difference, and I can sort of see in my face that it kind of gives you that lift, that sort of boost, and it makes you feel a little bit more youthful and a bit more on top of things. I was feeling quite bogged down with my health and things lately, so I really wanted a change, and I wanted that much more sharper, more professional look. I like casual styles, but for me, my favourite is sort of sleek, on-trend, professional, and really nice sort of smooth, sleek comb styles, and that's what I went for. So I had an awful lot of hair cuts off the front hair, about 2 inches. In the back I've gone even shorter. You can't necessarily see from the style which I've got today, but however I had a lot of length in the back, and if I wasn't careful how I was drying it, it was sort of sitting out quite bushy. Now I have had that cut, and I've literally got about hair, which I would say about that, just over 1.5 inches, when I had hair about maybe 4 inches at the back, if not longer. So it's great to be able to have that softness, that sort of sleekness, rather than so much texture and so much product going on in the back, which is great, and I did really like for a long time. But however, I wanted something a bit more youthful and a bit more fresher almost, especially now we're coming into the better weather, and into the summer months. So style-wise, so I've had it I've still got it left. Of course, the hair in the front comes to about the mid-bridge of my nose here, and then as we work back, it gets shorter and shorter and shorter. It's almost like a stepped sort of motion. It's that real nice traditional sort of pompadour look, but with texture I can still create, and if I wanted to, I could go in with a comb and really smarten that up as well. Sides I really, really like. I do like having a defined line, but this time I've gone for a real smoothed out sleek fade, which I really, really enjoy wearing. And I used to have this, I'd say a couple of years ago now, but very often when I was a lot younger, I used to always have my hair sort of faded up and really short and spiky on top. Haven't gone as short, of course, but I have gone, for me, a lot shorter. Mid-bridge of my nose there is quite short. I haven't had it this short for a long, long time. As soon as it was cut, though, of course, what I would say, that communication with your hairdresser or your barber, whoever cuts your hair, is vitally important. I wasn't sure, and she was able to guide me on a few different styles and a few tips of sort of how to cut my hair. First of all, I went in there in mind that I was sort of going to leave the top and have the sides cut, with sort of talking around in different sort of different tips and sort of how it would look. She kind of in a way explained to me that it would look better if it was all taken down shorter, and I'm really, really pleased I followed that advice. So of course what I would say is good communication with whoever cuts your hair is vitally, vitally important. They can guide you in the right direction. Of course, you have to be really, really sure. Once that hair is caught, everybody caught. When that hair's cut, everybody says that hair grows, and yes, absolutely it does. That's one thing we can all be sure of. But of course, it takes a long time. You've got to live with that style. You're the one waking up in the morning with that style. So I'm really pleased I've gone ahead with this one today, and it's a nice, fresh sort of, for me, really on trend. That real nice pompadour sort of style look, and that nice volume and texture in the front here. Really, really like how it was styled in the shop, but unfortunately because of the bad weather and things today, and once I had a lot of spray and everything spraying, I had hair all over my face. In time I got back to my house with the rain and the wind and everything, I didn't look the best, so unfortunately I had to wash it all out and start again. So this isn't actually the style which was done for me in the barbers this morning. However, it's similar, but where, of course, I don't know about anybody else, but whenever you style your hair, you can never, or I can never kind of find anybody who styles my hair in exactly the way I like it. It's almost they put their take on it, which is great, and it's nice to see someone else's perspective on your own hair at times. But I had a lot more texture, and it was sort of left out, so in a way there was no sort of shape. It was just this nice sort of fade at the sides, and I had a lot of sort of height, but it was real no shape, but it looked really, really nice. Where I had a lot of spray as well, having so much hair cut off today, I had it all over my face and it was just everywhere. So as soon as I was back, how have I styled my hair today? I've gone in with L'Oreal Professional shampoo and conditioner, a real lovely invigorating texture, and it's a product range which is featured quite heavily in a lot of my clips, which hopefully you would have seen. Started off with a shampoo, washed that through, washed the conditioner through, left on for about 2 or 3 minutes. Then quickly rough dried my hair off, and straight away I'm noticing so much more sort of healthier sort of hair. My hair was getting a little bit drier towards the ends, just so much product usage and so much heat and different things, even though I am using a heat protectant. I did say, is this quite dry to you, actually, whilst I was having my hair cut in the chair, and she assured me that no, it wasn't, but I fancied that it was just that bit more of a nice fresh sleek. But then of course when longer hair's been cut, and you do sort of get that nice sort of bounciness, that nice sort of health back in your hair, which is really, really great. That's why it's so important to keep your hair real trimmed, and of course it's really nice to have longer style hair, but it's so easy to get into that anti-long, that sort of anti-cutting sort of notion, which I was sort of slowly slipping into. So I'm really glad I had all that cut. So straight away, after it was conditioned and shampooed, really noticed how much more healthier, how much more vibrant my hair was, and it was great to have that complete change. Moving forward from that, how did I style my hair? So I have gone in with some Schwarzkopf Got To Be Volume Maniac Root Lift. I wanted the style, I had this style in my mind. This is one of my favourite styles, this sort of pompadour look, which I love. And I wanted my hair cut more towards this style now. And like this, I can also do my gelled back, my slick back side parts, or straight back over styles as well. So I really wanted this look. So styling my hair today, I wanted to do a bit more of a pompadour style look. So I've gone in with a Volume Maniac Root Lifting Spray. Sprayed that on the roots of my hair. I didn't actually need to use as much because the back is really quite nice and short now, it's just that front. So I went straight through, parted my hair, rubbed that in the roots, then literally combed it through with my small radial Damon brush, combed that back through my hair so all of that product gets on my hair, and then I've really gone in with a blow dryer and I've just blow dried it backwards, so lifting, getting that nice lift up at the front from the front of my scalp and then directing that over my scalp, and again in the front here, lifting in the front and directing it backwards and both sides. The back, I just found it was really quite nice just to lift it ever so slightly and brush it backwards all through my hair. Once that was dry, it took an awful lot quicker to dry my hair than what it did when it was a lot longer, which is of course great when you're looking to save more time, or if you're in a rush, or if you just want to sort of not have that so much stress or so much to do with your hair when you're styling your hair. Sometimes I've got all the time in the world. Other times when I'm feeling quite stressed, or if I'm doing my studying and things, I haven't really got as much time or as patient. So really, really nice to have that change, and again that nice vibrancy, that fresh, nice, healthy feeling in my hair as well with the style cut today. What have I done once my hair's dry? I've then gone in with one of my favourite products at the moment, which we've recently reviewed, which is the John Frieda Men's Fresh Cut Hairstyle range. It's got keratin protein, it's a lifting clay cream. Really thickens and really texturizes your hair. I was using that with slightly longer hair. Now my hair's shorter, it really does create that instant lift off your scalp, which is absolutely brilliant, and I don't need to use so much. When I had longer hair, I was going through so much of that to the point where it wasn't really lasting me, and after only just a couple of weeks I bought another one. This I can see, I'm about 3 parts way through of that one now, and I know with shorter hair now I'm not going to be using so much, it's going to last me that bit longer, which is great. Your products will last longer with a shorter sort of style, but of course longer is great. Of course it's everyone's personal choice. After I've run that through my hands, through my hair, I've got that lift, and then what I've done is I've just gone in back with this radial brush here, and then I have gone in, brushed the front up just so I've got some nice height there, and then with my fingers I've just pulled that through so I've got that sort of texturized look, smoothed the back round, and then made sure, just grabbed a small mirror and then just made sure quickly that my hair is sort of nice and neat straight down at the back, and the sides I've slightly arrowed back. It's shorter now, so I don't necessarily have that. It all blends in nicely, and then down into that fade as well at the bottom of my neck there. And then just to finish my style off, what I've done is I've gone in with, again, one of my favourite products by Schwarzkopf, got to be the Phenomenal Finishing Spray. Sprayed that all over my hair. Really nice touch because it's also got like a nice cologne smell on there as well. And that's my hair. So really great. I took the leap and I had my hair quite a lot sort of restyled, a lot cut off, especially in the back. It looks really sort of different to me from the mirror, and it looks a really nice style, really fresh, really modern and sleek, and something which I enjoy. Very often I keep reverting back to this style where I've got longer hair or shorter hair, and it's something I really enjoy. Of course, with all styles, whatever you're wearing, it looks really smart as well. So hopefully you really enjoyed that clip. Hopefully you'll take some tips and hints away from my style, what I've had cut today. If you're thinking about this style, what do you think? Do you think it's good? If so, absolutely, I urge you, give it a try. It's a really nice style. To have it shorter at the back, longer in the front, gives you so many different options. Longer hair is great, of course, if you've got the time and you've got the patience to keep styling with it as well. At times I do, times I don't. Of course, that will be different to everyone. So, again, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. The products which we use, if you see them out and about, give them a try. We've reviewed all of these. So if you do want to know a little bit more about them, have a look through my clips there on there. And going forward from that, until next time, we will see you again. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now. Completely slipped my mind. Before you do go, how about you have a look at my before and after here. Okay, thanks very much for watching, and until next time, we will see you then. Bye-bye now.